How fucked up does a hand feel though?
Got me seeing stars and shit.
So funny. What was you thinking?
You are now listening to the Stoned Conservatives podcast.
Oh, fuck no.
You're faking it. People can tell.
I'm not faking
You're
it.
phony. Phony baloney. Who eats nothing but macaroni without the cheese. The worst kind of macaroni.
Try getting it out.
It actually works. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Stone Conservatives. I just took a medicinal hit. It's kind of a,
Mine was recreational.
and you know, we do this every episode, and we thought we'd change it up, right? I do it. Dum dum dum. So I'm Cam. we're not doing that cough.
But you
thing.
know it cuts the intro.
I know, because every single time that you do that cough thing, it's been every single episode. Every episode you did that cough.
I'll record a different one.
Okay, yeah, we need to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll work on that.
Yeah, okay. Welcome to the show.
I'll put the team to work.
I'm Cam. That's Alan. Alan's pretty good.
Thank you.
From what you guys probably listen to.
Thanks for surmising for me that I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good. No, overall, you actually are a killer co-host. And for someone that's actually not as conservative as I am, you're like what they would call hardcore fiscally conservative and socially liberal.
What are you talking about?
You know, you like the gays and all that stuff. And I like the
But
gays
I'm not
too.
fiscally conservative on anything either.
You like your tax deductions right now, right?
Yeah, because it affects me personally.
Yeah, so if you're fiscal in it.
That doesn't
Does that
mean
work?
that I'm fiscally conservative. You know, there's merit to social programs. Obviously, a lot of people could use it. I know plenty of people in my personal life who are better off with it because they're going through some shit.
Or like how Adrian said, you know, if you're family, you know, if you have a family.
What makes you conservative? Family.
Yeah, I know that way.
I did kind of attack and jump on him and make it very present your case.
Well, you know, I was thinking we might, just for a future warning for our guests.
No, that's bullshit.
We probably should get them high right before they do a politics show.
Oh, right, yeah. Don't get them
yeah.
high for a show with this word stoned in it. Sure.
Yeah, I know, right? That's like who are we then?
We'll just record them coughing before the show and then play it, and then we can act like they're high.
There's one thing I think you should play right now, and it means so good to this country.
Do you want to break for America?
Yeah, you know, I love this country, Alan. Do you love this country? You think you love it, or are you a little fucking liberal anarchist too?
Because liberals don't like the country? Sure, okay.
No, and that's not your year for you either. Yeah, you could. This year, you're even saying on my Facebook posts, I might have been a little bit intoxicated, but
saying that this year's only for Americans.
Hey.
The rest of the world, you can go fuck off and pick another year because it ain't gonna be this one.
Nope, no, this is our year. This is our year for America, and please rise for the national anthem.
Oh wait, are my YouTube settings playing this slow?
Yeah, is this slow
No,
down?
it's on normal.
Oh, okay. Well, it sound like double speed.
This is double speed. She's okay.
Okay,
Not
so-
only is she doing it like slow as fuck, but she's mismatching words to melodies.
Yeah, and she's doing like a little country twine to it, like what they would, you know, like on like good old like Reba McEntire stuff, you know.
She holds a note like Stephen Hawking.
Oh my god, how long does this last? So what are we watching
This
here?
is a 2.5 minute thing that started probably 40 seconds into it.
So it was a 2.5 minute whole her doing this.
In the back of a pickup truck. Set the scene a little bit. This is at a
Yeah,
rodeo.
okay,
This
so-
is at a rodeo. There is a blue pickup truck with some Alabama, or wait, no, sorry. Where is Summit County?
I wouldn't even know.
Summit County.
Summit
Well-
County.
Some Summit County 6 is up there who apparently, to my guess, probably fucked the organizer of this event back in high school.
Right.
And was like, oh, she was always able to, like, she always sang Shania Twain songs when we were out on our fuck missions. And
so you're saying
and
that
so they put her in the back of this truck, and it's just slowly doing 2.5 miles an hour around the track as she's also 2.5 miles an hour singing.
So you're saying that it's probably suggested if you practice before you started singing?
Maybe do a sing-along to a karaoke version of it.
Oh, okay. God, I can't even do it. And she has no falsetto or any type of, like a little... Like a little thing.
Sorry, it's not her in the truck that's moving. It's a truck. She's in the middle, and there's a truck circling her with American flags on it.
Oh, okay.
The truck does like 2.5, 3 circles in the amount of time it takes her to sing this.
Does the truck hit her with it?
Well, no. It runs out of gas.
Oh, yeah, for the 2 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long journey.
Well, it seems like the crowd's loving it.
Well, yeah, they're happy that she's almost halfway done right there.
So this video we just played, that is so...
That's a moment for America.
Yeah, and there's a long moment for America. And
a long moment for that audience. They just want to see some fucking asshole dudes wearing cowboy hats get concussions because of a bull with its nuts tied up.
Does when someone sings a national anthem, does it bother you? Like how they sing it? Like, especially like that?
If it's really outlandish, sure.
Kind of like that. That's kind of over the top there, right?
Yeah, it's a little self-centered. Not over the top. It's self-centered because it's very self-indulgent that she's taking so long to sing it.
Right. Well, what if I told you, like, it's kind of, as someone that even like reads music and took part in music theory and is technically a musician and shit, reading The Star-Spangled Banner by Francis Scott Key, and if you read it, it's a march, and it's supposed to be kind of more fast-paced. To get the whole theme of it, imagine it more like a bar, like kind of like a bar theme, like where people would get together. Yeah, like a military march.
And the rockets.
It's red glare.
No,
like
that's not supposed. That's
no, dude,
I call bullshit.
It's supposed to be like that. I read the sheet. It's not supposed to be slow and dramatic and whispering and rockets, red glare. Like just how we were talking about the last one.
But it's more romantic when you slow it down.
Romantic?
Yeah.
It's more.
Yeah, people have to get a boner for this country. If they love Lady Liberty, they'll indulge.
If there's a more physical way to like put a pussy hat on music, that's what you're doing right there. Like that is just pussing out the country if you sing like that and all. It's supposed to be march, military style, bar style, like
it's something like Buck Angel could get down to.
Okay.
You remember Buck Angel?
I think I do. The name is starting to ring. Man, you're a typist, Alan. Oh my God, I don't know. No. And speaking of, didn't we have some tranny news? It was some.
No, that's.
Okay, look, I'm for
Buck Angel's a saint.
LGBTQ QZ _ I'm totally for it. All right. But I don't want to see the fucking porn or anything, dude. Jesus Christ.
That wasn't porn. Those were headshots.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a headshot.
That was this individual's headshot.
Oh, that's a portfolio. Okay.
A performance portfolio, yes. Gotta find out if people would want to hire this person.
I would definitely not have him alliance with this country, right?
Why?
I was trying to transition.
Oh, you mean with Pakistan?
Yeah, because Pakistan. I don't even think Pakistan would like. What's his name? I'm glad I don't even know the name. You know the name. That makes me wonder, Alan. Ooh, hello, welcome to Pakistan.
We will no longer have alliance with the United States. That sounded Japanese.
They are bad to us. Mine's like Mexican.
Yeah, well, what are they doing? What are they doing? What's Pakistan doing?
So Pakistan, they don't want to be in alliance with us because, to sum it up, we were talking shit. All right,
Trump.
No, all of America. Even
they already had a
Obama's
shaky
and the Bushes.
relationship, and then Trump tweeted them saying that all they've given the U.S. is lies and deceit or something like that. And
Which
then
they do it in most parts.
But
says
so that
9/11.
the U.S. doesn't want to the U.S. government doesn't want to recognize Pakistan's role in helping rid Al Qaeda. They're fucking destroying their whole territory and everything in their military setup. They did have a huge part in that. It was a team effort, and the U.S. government doesn't really want to recognize that. And then Pakistan also doesn't want to. I don't know. Let me look up the rest of it and see what Pakistan's issue was. I think it was something.
Yeah, I was trying to pull it up here while you're talking there, but yeah. So we're looking like we might have a problem here with Pakistan now coming up. We've already had problems with the Pakis for a very long time. It's been a back and forth relationship. It's like a shitty girlfriend, right?
Oh, this was
you had to just break it off, right?
This is after or before the U.S. announced that it was cutting off $900 million in military aid to Pakistan until it acts against the Afghan Taliban and the Haqqani terror network.
Nice.
Yeah, the U.S. has been said to give a total of $2 billion to Pakistan in aid.
Everything he just said is absolutely false.
That's not. No, I'm sorry, Billary.
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Try getting it. You want some more aid? Try getting it out.
Well, what else do they got over there? Oil, right? I'm sure they got some of that.
Well,
titanium
Pakistan also said that America has turned Pakistan into a whipping boy because of its own failures in Afghanistan. America's been at war with Afghanistan since 2001, which is now the longest war in American history. So, yeah, we're going on 17 years.
You know why? It's called 9/11.
9/11 was not why we're in... You know that's a false flag!
Black Lives Matter!
You know that's a false flag!
Yeah, because we know truly, you and I, that 3 towers went down that day.
No, I'm not saying that the third one didn't.
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
Just stop it!
Okay, I'll stop. Sorry. What's your opinion on the DACA program, Alan?
What's DACA?
The Dreamers Act or whatever.
I you
don't know about the DACA Act? So basically,
I know how to dock.
You know the DACA, DACA.
No. I know about the Data Act.
Okay, so we're letting in a bunch of immigrants into this country illegally, basically. There's that word.
Come on, try getting it out.
You keep using that one.
It's the closest one in reach. And
your fucking little arm.
Yeah, I know, my little Tyrannosaurus. So yeah, I want a little fun fact for you for the DACA program.
Where's the fun?
So this has been a whole problem now with immigration, and if Trump basically gets rid of the DACA program, it'd be like a hell yeah for like conservatives and stuff like that.
Why?
Because it's unconstitutional.
Why?
For one, because they're illegal.
What are the details of this program that is good for conservatives if it doesn't?
It lets like 500,000 illegals into this country based on, I think it's like a hand selection or something like that.
Illegal by what measure? Like from
various countries, mostly Mexico. You know, and it comes from like even South Korea and shit too.
Okay. Yeah.
So most of them are all from Mexico. Everyone thinks that it's the DACA Act, also known as the Dreamers Act. It's something. it's well cherished in like California and stuff like that because they love having like, it sounds innocent. You're bringing like people, dreamers, kids, children, whatever, into this country that are illegal, whatever. Then
but they're not illegal if you're bringing them in.
Well, under permits.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta send them back, Alan.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it may affect a lot of people, and then people are like, "Well, I don't even know that country. I haven't lived there forever or whatever. I haven't even seen it. I've been living in this country. I love this country."
I think the immigration thing's a little crazy.
So it's a little rough
because if people want to go live in another country, fucking good for them. Do it by legal means. Which I don't know the details of this thing because you just presented it to me now.
Right.
But it sounds like that would kind of, I don't know. To me, it sounds like it could be used good. It could be used bad. Who knows?
Right. Well, overall, it
comes down to execution.
It could be used good, right? But right now, the whole...
I'm not saying execute people.
No. But jeez, execute the Mexicans.
Comes down to execution.
Jeez.
You are fake news.
Yeah, that was fake news. Sorry, we can't talk about execution. Just kidding. Yeah, overall, if Trump keeps the DACA program, it'll just show up. Why are you burping on the fucking show? You did it like twice now. This and then you do all that shit. My goodness. You know what? This would actually fit.
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
Get the rest of it.
The
out.
bubbles have to keep coming up. It's
Okay.
going to take a little bit.
All right. Well,
La quoi?
fun fact: 2,000 out of 500,000, 600,000 or so, almost. Less than 18 are kids. So there's like only 2,000 of them are kids.
So you think?
And most
Do you
of
think
them,
immigration should be more for kids? Because that's kind of crazy.
No,
in
the whole
itself.
idea and like the whole message that's being spread across, especially to the liberals and shit like that, is that it's a Dreamers Act and you can get in there as like a kid and shit, and you can come into this country. Like it's supposed to be like their whole. They think that it's like, oh, you're hurting children coming in and shit like that.
Well, wouldn't the name Dreamers Act also just go to people who want to live the American dream and just want to get out and move somewhere and like start something?
Right.
Like, couldn't that just all? I don't know if it. I mean, this is all stuff you're saying that it's being targeted to like kids or whatever, but or saying that it's being sold to people as a thing for kids, but I don't see that being the case.
Well, they're spreading it like that, like it's children are. It's like a whole thing for children.
But I'm sure that depends on the source you're getting that from.
Well, well, then that's just, even if you watch CNN, they would be like, well, Trump's affecting millions of children and shit like that, even though there's only 2,000 of them are children. 253,100 are adults. Okay.
Well, how many? Okay, so taking the amount of people who just bypass that way altogether and just cross the border illegally,
Right.
There's definitely children in there.
So
It's more than just 2,000 kids. And then the ones that get born along the way, how many people cross the border while pregnant?
well,
Are those kids being counted when those people are coming in, being counted through the system?
well, since you're talking about that,
These are all just questions. I'm not challenging it.
No, and then to sum this up too, that I'm trying to say is that if 252,000 of them are adult Mexicans that follow Catholic like lifestyles and stuff like that, statistically, Mexican households are known to have more than 4 kids.
Yeah, but
20% of them.
But
so
is the whole household going to immigrate? Probably not.
that's called chain migration or some shit like that, and they're trying to. That's part of the DACA program too, I think.
Okay, but it's different case by case. I doubt that entire families in every case would want to move because some of them like their current lifestyle.
Well, just based on 250, let's say over 500,000 people, right, that are in that program, and 20% of them or so are likely to reproduce, up to even more than 4 kids. Mathematically, that could be almost more than like 2 million or so technically new illegals.
Okay, so
coming into
so
this
then
country.
put a limit on how many kids Americans can have. Like, this is like, see, it's like, if you're gonna start looking at it
not
like these
that,
people
but-
are gonna reproduce like crazy, then it's kind of like the same mentality that
that's
kind of Hitler
more-
had when you're like, oh, they're just gonna reproduce like crazy. There's too many.
Well,
Just gotta stop letting them in, because if you let in 12,000, it's gonna become 28,000 in less than a year.
Yeah.
Like that's not a good argument.
I didn't say to eliminate them.
No, I'm not saying eliminate them, but by not letting them in.
I'm bringing up an overall example that this is what happens with immigration, just on a small.
Yeah, that's what
base
happens with
number.
people. Is people have kids. That's just the nature
That's
of
4
people.
million more Democratic votes.
Okay,
too.
look at Utah. They have fucking 12, 13 kids per family.
Right.
That's a problem. That's 2 Mexican families. Okay.
Well, Muslims are known
should it
to
vary
have
state by
8
state?
Kids.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. Every group is going to have a different.
Well, that's why we gotta be careful with these refugees and immigration.
You can't have religious laws. This is what I'm saying. This is why there's a fucking separation of church and state here.
If people are wondering prior, they're like, "Why is Cameron like tiptoeing on this?" Yeah,
like fuck.
We don't need fucking that many people coming in, especially 500,000 even. Nope. We're not.
Okay, so only let in
that much in.
So then only let in fucking millennial hipsters who are atheists, so that they don't want to reproduce and don't want to have to do anything. So that once they're dead, they're just gonna. We don't have to worry about the added people that come from. That's the worst argument is to say that people are gonna reproduce.
I'm saying America is occupied and no more fucking migration right now. We need to seal our shit.
Fucking tell that to Singapore. I mean,
how about
tell that to Japan. Tell that to any small island country. Yeah, French Polynesia.
Fuck the Cubans.
I mean, my God. Don't let people migrate just because they're gonna have 2 kids and then they're gonna have 3 kids per kid, and those 3 kids will have 5 kids per kid.
They're all gonna vote.
Yes, that's how reproduction works. Life is a pyramid scheme. It started with 2, and it's now fucking like 7 or 8 billion.
I love that. I was tiptoeing on this. All right, Alan. You okay? I'll just say it. You got me.
All right.
I'm being a fascist, right? Is that what it is? Okay. Speaking of LA and their fucking nasty Mexicans,
they're running out of weed.
Yeah, basically their pot sales are stalled due to a slow city process. A statement came out saying they intend on setting the rules right rather than being first. So right now, LA, biggest populace right in California, right?
One of.
Yeah, and they are stalled right now on cannabis based on just permits, silly little permits. Also, because we didn't really talk about it, and I guess we'll just jump right in on my opinion on Jeff Sessions and pot. So, Jeff Sessions, man, look, please, you gotta stay focused and stay hard. We got you in as a conservative, but holy shit, not as a GOP conservative. Fucking balls deep into pharmaceutical shit. So, you're if doing this is gonna hurt the Trump administration, in my opinion. To make Trump's administration even better and have his whole legacy is to get you behind cannabis and not against it. And I can see why he's against it for many reasons. Prisons, prescription pills and shit like that. It's probably ruining the pharmacy. Here out in New Mexico, they did a study, like 80% left prescription pills other than or whatever than switching to cannabis. So right now, man, that's not good. But overall, I love that even today, this came out that he's actually going to set up a Hezbollah investigation team. So we might even see a possible investigation to Obama and his administration coming up. Like, we might even see Obama in trial, like Comey was recently. So, I mean, maybe. And I'm saying maybe, and that wasn't a possibility a week ago, you know? So that's my only thought on that, even for that whole topic there. So let's wait on the whole Hezbollah thing.
Somebody else did a good job of pointing out that Trump tells him that they need to do something about the opioid issue, and then he goes off and starts different work.
Yeah, and
it's like, oh, okay, sure thing, boss, and then just like goes off on his own.
Yeah, and his opinion on the cannabis is that by doing so,
well, but he's not listening to his boss. Like, first off,
no, and he hasn't been, especially when he's been bitching about investigating Hillary.
He needs to get the fuck out.
I'm saying that too, dude. I think Jeff Sessions probably needs to go. I think Sessions needs to go. That's my opinion. He overall conservatively and his values of how he's kind of sticking to the Constitution and shit. That's good. We need someone that's going to stick to the Constitution and stuff like that. We don't need to be getting after states, even though it's based on the sanctuary clause or whatever it is. But we can't be crippling our states like that. That's going to hurt our economy. Especially, how about being able to start taxing this to start filling in even more revenue that's coming up? Like, we have a lot of stuff, like the Dow is super high right now, so why not make it higher? I don't
know. Why not make it higher?
Why not make it higher, Sessions? You're just hurting everything. I don't want to jump around too much. So yeah, LA, that kind of sucks, man. You guys gotta step up and be like Santa Monica and shit right now. Like, they're killing it right now, and I bet you they're gonna double their sales. And I'm gonna call it out just because LA they're not doing shit.
Would be La La Land.
Well, would you be considered driving to California for a little legal visit? Maybe do a Stone Conservatives California thing if you ever had the budget. It sounds kind of fun. It'd be quicker to go to Colorado.
Yeah, I'm already about to do that next month.
Interesting. Where are you gonna do?
Denver.
Oh shit. Oh, I think you can see Jimmy Norton.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Going to Downton Denver. Downton Denver.
Going to Downton Denver.
Come on, try getting it out. Try getting it out. Go ahead.
How many times can I press that?
I know, right?
Yeah. Yep. Ecuador is now allowing Julian Assange citizenship. However, British officials are threatening they're going to arrest him if he tries to leave.
Yeah. So he can't get there.
No.
Because they're not going to grant him diplomacy.
And I'm still for Julian Assange and WikiLeaks. Speaking of a crazy-ass undercover WikiLeaks-like operation and shit, there's a video I sent you in the Facebook for Project Veritas of Twitter shadow banning.
And, is it the dude with the no tie?
Yeah. And go ahead and just, we'll watch this, and we can do it, because he's...
Do I need to skip around?
Maybe...
Because it's 15 minutes!
15 minutes, okay. Oh, there's a long one. Did he just change it up?
I don't know.
Here, let's just play the first
15 minutes.
Play the first intro, and we'll just see what's going on.
Book.com. That's an advertisement.
Yeah, that's dumb.
Let's say for the pro-Trump thing, and I am anti-Trump. I was like,
what are we looking at?
Okay, so yeah, I might as well can't do that. I suggest everyone to go watch that video right now. It's really freaking
What's it
huge.
called?
It's Project Veritas is it's Twitter shadow banning. Here, let me get the article pulled up here. But yeah, that's pretty crazy, because I was going to talk about a couple things here too, and I might as well just do it now. Facebook is wanting this thing where it's like a device kind of like Amazon, but you have to have it or some shit, like a little gadget. But it's gonna have a camera and a microphone in it.
Just like your phone already does. You know they record stuff when you're just talking.
Oh yeah.
When you're not using Facebook. That's why advertisements for certain things will show up.
And they shouldn't be doing that. That's like the Fourth Amendment shouldn't right
This
there.
article I'm looking at says ex-Twitter employee brags about shadow banning political opinions they don't like. The idea is you ban someone, but they don't know why they've been banned because they keep posting and no one else sees their content. So they just think no one's engaging with them.
Okay, so they're using algorithms basically to censor opposing political opinions. The engineer says it's going to ban a way of talking. Yeah, like you just said, right? They just think no one's engaging with them, when in reality, no one is seeing it. If it was a pro-Trump thing and I'm anti-Trump, I banned his whole account. It's at your discretion. Just try to jump around here, sorry. Yeah, so basically it looks like they just uncovered people admitting past Twitter employees saying that they're using algorithms to go around and block political opinions, especially pro-Trump. Right now I saw a thing where Facebook was intentionally doing it. And I don't know if y'all even noticed, but every day I go on Facebook and you can see the news on the side, especially on the desktop. Yeah, they're just pumping out. It wasn't Facebook, but it was Google that was the one they're keeping blacklists of conservative employees and going around and blocking conservative sites. So Google's the one that's doing it, and Facebook is starting to. So they're obviously prepping up to really hurt Trump in the coming election in 2020, going as far as blocking people's political views, probably just by tags and the like keystrokes and shit like that. And then now they're going as far as having Google do it, which owns YouTube, by the way. Yeah. So they're going to go around and start censoring more and more of that on YouTube and shit. It's real life going around banning people like you and me for even having a free speech because they deem it as hate speech or some type of pro-Nazi fascism shit, even though they're going around just like Nazis blocking stuff and keeping us from knowing what's a different opinion or what's real or not. Even going as far as that. They're going around literally criticizing Trump for his mental health without nothing. And even a liberal professor, like a health, like mental health guy or something that was like for politicians and shit, that went on Fox News. He was even screaming at the left and the liberals, like, why are you guys criticizing Trump already on mental illnesses when there's nothing, not even a hint of record other than hearsay and rumors? Like, I don't know if I think the left is gearing up for something very dirty coming.
I think the same could be said for what was leading up to the election with all the fucking crazy coverage on Hillary's health.
But there's a difference. There was proof on Hillary's. Like, she was falling at the 9/11 visit. She was coughing like crazy and blaming it on pneumonia for 9 months.
Okay, but at the same time, you can also say that Trump's crazy instability could be from improper eating, lack of sleep, and all kinds of other crazy shit that's definitely affecting his gut health. He's getting fucking bigger.
Well, I was even watching a thing on Rogan when they were reading about how Trump was possibly taking
he was definitely on prescriptions.
Well, of course he could be on prescriptions, but they were talking about it like, that he's rumored that he's still taking it today, but as truth, even though it was a whole fiction story, basically. Yeah. So I really, I think even, I don't know if it was one of the Nazis that said it, but they were like, if you keep lying enough, it'll become the truth.
No, that was George Costanza.
Oh, it was George Costanza?
Yeah.
In his wallet?
It really was. That was George Costanza.
Was actually a real...
Yes, it was.
The Nazis loved it, so they used that quote.
Right.
Where are we at in time here?
We're about at the end.
Alrighty, well, we're almost... I was thinking oh yeah, ta-da, Vermont, my homies.
Vermont, not Vermont.
Vermont.
Yeah,
they're killing it right now. They just passed a bill to legalize it. So I'm hoping New Mexico, which we're both from and doing this show at, will do the same.
Not likely.
Our fucking crime rate is out of control. What do you think of the new art bus that's been long waited and it's almost coming up. Like, it's still not.
There's
really
a ton of
there.
issues with like all the buses.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about that now? Like, more and more as it keeps
Probably not
passing.
good.
So if you guys are listening out of state, what the ART thing is basically an Albuquerque rapid transit that they decided to randomly build right in Route 66, basically central downtown Albuquerque, and it's just been congested for how long now? 3 years?
No, it hasn't been 3
It's
years.
been like 3 years,
No, it's
probably.
been about a year.
It's been about a year.
It's been about a year.
Going on 3.
No. Construction everywhere else in this city, sure.
Yeah, it's getting bad. And so what I'm hoping, I'm going to tell you what my New Year's wish is. My wish is that possibly Sessions, if he keeps it up and doesn't actually do anything other than, well, he gave me a little soft boner for the Obama crackdown probably coming up. But other than that, he probably needs to go. So that's probably what I'm looking forward to. I'm hoping to see more states starting to legalize it, despite the recent thing that Sessions just kind of crumpled against the legalization for states. And yeah, no more fucking immigrants, dude. This country is occupied.
So says you.
All right.